I wanted to film a natural looking face just because I'm running errands, but I didn't want to wear tons of eye makeup or anything like that. But I really wanted to try out these Naked Skin color correcting fluids from Urban Decay. I have green and peach, and so I'm going to use these in the video, try them out, give recommendation, and kind of let you know what I think, but also show you just a really quick natural face to help you get out the door. So I'm going to go in with a Nivea Men's Sensitive Post Shave Balm. And if you watch YouTube, you probably have heard Nikki Tutorials or a lot of other famous YouTubers talk about this. So this is one of those things like YouTube made me do it. But what you do is you take a little bit of this and you rub it all over your face. What you're going to have to do is make sure that you rub it long enough so it gets tacky. And I was really skeptical about this, but Nikki Tutorials found it by accident. She ran out of moisturizer and then used her boyfriend's Nivea Post Shave Balm and Sensitive. And she noticed that her makeup wore a lot better throughout the day. I definitely like this as a primer for sure. It does, like, can you hear that? It definitely gets tacky for sure. It doesn't do anything for my pores, but it definitely is a good base for makeup to adhere to. If you see my face getting red and you watch my videos, that just happens when I touch pretty much anywhere on my face or body. That's just like the luxury of me, but I love this stuff. It does smell like a man. I like it. As I get ready, I don't really notice it through the day. Like when I turn or anything, I don't notice the smell, but I love it. And it's like $5 for this big old bottle, 3.3 ounces. So if you're like interested in trying out a primer, but you don't want to spend a lot, you might want to go there first. It's pretty awesome. So I'm going to do some color correcting since this is going to be a natural look today. This is the Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid. It's an optical blurring, illuminating, color neutralizing fluid. And this is the shade green. This is going to hopefully help me with my redness that's everywhere. We shall see though. I'm not sure. I've used this once, and the problem is I used it with my Alginist Reveal in green. So it was, since I already knew I liked that, I couldn't tell if like this was working. Am I out of focus? Okay, there we go. I couldn't tell if it was this working or the Alginist. So I'm going to go in with this. Just put it anywhere I have redness. Just like everywhere. I don't have rosacea. It just kind of looks like it, but as my skin settles down, it's not as red everywhere. But I'm just going to put this everywhere of redness. This is really pretty. I do have redness on my cheeks, but that's mainly hyperpigmentation, so I'm actually going to try to use the Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid, Optical Blurring Illuminating Color Neutralizing Fluid in Peach, and I'm going to use that on my, if I can open it, I'm going to use this on my under eyes. And at first I couldn't decide if I wanted to use green on my hyperpigmentation or this peach, but I'm going to go with peach because, I don't know, it's not just red, it's like kind of to its own level. Okay, I'm ready, let's go. Okay, now I'm not sure if I should blend this first or put the foundation on top of it. Okay, so I found the boxes and I just want to read the claims real quick. It says, for the peach, it masks circles, veins, and sunspots with this peach color corrector and make deep discoloration seemingly disappear. And it does say it's great for darker skin tones. There was a pink one, so I wonder if that was for fair skin tones, but I've used peach before and loved it, so I'm not going to worry about it. Our innovative lightweight formula eliminates as it blurs flaws for a correcting effect, and it's infused with vitamin C and vitamin E. The green one, get the red out with this green color corrector and make blemishes, redness, and broken blood vessels seemingly disappear. Our innovative lightweight formula illuminates as it blurs flaws for a correcting effect, and it's infused with vitamin C and vitamin E. Okay, I think for the sake of the video, I'm going to do half where I blend it out first and then put foundation, and then the other half I'm just going to put the foundation right on top and just go to town, and then I'll be able to know. Then I'll be able to tell what is the best solution because I really don't know. And on Sephora's website, it didn't say how to use. Normally they'll have like a little disclaimer that will give you the different recommended ways to wear it. It doesn't mean you have to follow it. You can do what you want. Okay, my camera cut out, so I may have lost some footage, but so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to blend just half. Trying to see like if it did anything so far. I mean, I definitely can see the peach, but I don't know where the green spots were. It looks a lot better. Okay, so I'm gonna apply foundation over that side of the face. I'm gonna use my NYX Beauty Balm BB Perfection in a Tube in the shade Nude. I just know I really like this, so figured if I goof up my makeup, at least I'll have a foundation I like. I don't know. So I'm gonna just dot this over top of where I blended it. Make sure you're always using clean hands before you touch your face. Now that seems really obvious. It's really important though. It's going to breed a lot of bacteria on the skin, especially on the brush if you're going back and forth and putting dirty hands on your face and then putting your brush to it. Okay, this is pretty miraculous so far because everything that had a tint of green or peach doesn't. So that's pretty cool. Obviously that's how it's supposed to work or they probably wouldn't have made it, but I don't know, it still is really cool to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now put some foundation on top of this and see how it blends together. I'm like very interested to see how this goes. Literally don't know. So if this is a hot mess, we're just going to deal with it together. Okay. So the green tint on my chin is gone. Let's see what happens with the peach. Okay, so far so good. This is crazy. Okay, let's keep going with it. It just blows my mind that it actually works. I understand that they obviously created the product to do this. It's just still really, I'm still fascinated. Like I get excited really easily, obviously, but. Okay, so far, I am going to say the green one is amazing. I'm on the fence about the peach one right now, so I got to keep going and see because I feel like that's something I'm going to have to do now that I have foundation on my face. I don't know, I got to figure this out, but I think I'm going to apply a little bit more under my eyes and not blend it out. I think I'm gonna let it dry. I don't really know. I'm obviously making this up as I go if you can't tell. So if you're like a more planned out person, typically I am too, but with makeup sometimes you just don't know. Okay, whew. Frizzy hair, don't care, oh well. So I'm letting this dry a little bit because I think I'm just gonna put my normal Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer on top. But so far I'm like blown away with this green corrector. You can't see it underneath my foundation, so like where I use it, my foundation doesn't look any cakier, any thicker, anything. So I'm pretty excited so far, to say the least. And this looks really yellow to me, I don't know why. This is in light warm. I think I bought it in like a warm color because it'll brighten the under eye area. But I'm just putting this on top and I'm going to blend it out and see if it makes a difference. If I had plan butter, I could have just done one eye with the orange and one eye without. So then I would know like how well it works. But I hate my under eye circles, so I should be able to notice pretty well if this is great or not. So I'm going to go through and blend this with the brush. My Kaylin O'Well brush is really amazing, but not around the eyes. I ride the struggle bus when I try to use it there. Wow, okay, I keep wiping this product away because I keep sniffling there. Okay. If you notice I'm like trying to press this into my eyes, under eyes, or not like my eyeballs, like underneath. Because if you swipe, you're moving the product along, it'll settle better on the skin if you just kind of pounce it or like press. Oh my gosh, I don't know what it looks like to you, but I'm like kind of impressed. I think this looks great. Okay, I like it so far. This is great. Okay, let me get focused here. I'm like all over the place. Okay, I'm going to set my face with the Lancome Absolute powder in Absolute Peche. I don't know. I don't speak other languages really well. I wish I did. So if you can speak another language, shout out to you. You're awesome. And I like this just when I'm trying to have really glowy, pretty skin, which is, I guess, most days, but I don't use it every day. And I like this. I don't think it's going to do a good job if you have like a really oily area. It's going to accentuate that. But I'm using the Target Up and Up brush in powder brush, and it is amazing. I know I talked about this in a different video, but I'm just reminding you in case you forgot how great it is. Because if I'm going to have like a glowy, natural face, I almost don't want them to be super matte, but I don't really have a better solution. So I switched out my makeup sponge because the last one was getting real nasty. And I am going to set my under eyes with the Coty Airspun powder. And this, like, I'm not going to say it stinks because, like, you're probably going to be like, well, why do you use it? I mean, it has a very strong smell, so if you're sensitive to smells, do not buy the Coty Airspun powder. If you're not, it's just a really inexpensive powder that's great for setting the face, the under eyes, all that, baking with it, all those great things. If you're in a budget, like if you're balling on a budget, you need Coty Airspun powder. They make 2 different kinds. Let's see what I have. I have, you see me doing this, it's because the powder's in there and I'm trying not to spill everywhere so I don't get in trouble with my husband. Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder in the original. I'm going to go in with the Benefit Do the Hoola Soft Matte Liquid Bronzer for the face. I just have the sample one. It did just release. But when I get a sample, I'm not going to buy a full-size product unless certain people on YouTube talk about it, then I'm like a huge sucker. But I'm just going to kind of buff this in my face. I love the original Hoola, like, so much. I think it's like one of the best bronzers / contour powders ever made. Which is like a big statement. And it's looking really orangey to me. I am going to buff this in just to give my face a little bit of warmth. Yeah, it's definitely orangey. I'm saying no thanks, but I'm saying like, eh. I don't hate it, but I'm probably not going to buy the full size. Okay, I just think I got really dramatic before I knew what I was talking about. Okay, this is actually kind of pretty. Okay, hold up. I'll get back to you. I'm not really sure yet. I hate when I like dig my head down in the camera. It's really annoying. I'm so new at filming. I just don't have normal skills yet. As I tell you, don't you hate when I do that and then I do it more? Okay, get your life together. Come on, you can do this. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Stila Aqua Glow Watercolor Blush in the shade Water Lily. And I like that it has this little like mesh thing. I feel like it really helps control too much product coming out. And I'm just gonna take a synthetic flat top brush, and what I do is I just like dip the brush in the lid, but then I rub some off on my hand so I don't look like a clown. Because the hard thing about blush is once you put it on, it's really hard to color correct. You have to take powder and do all these things to try to like minimize it, and ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's all messy already. Ugh. I'm going to clean that up just a little bit. It really defeats the purpose of a no makeup day kind of thing, but I'm not perfect. It's fine. Okay, now this is the Benefit Dandelion Shy Beam. When I'm trying to be a little bit more natural, I try not to wear a highlight. I usually end up doing it anyway. But I'm interested in trying this. I haven't really heard a lot about it yet. So we'll see. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And my application method though isn't the best. So I'm actually going to take the other side of the sponge I haven't used yet. Let's see. Oh, I have powder everywhere. Wow, I love that. It's so pretty. I'm trying to look like I'm not trying too hard, or I just want to look put together. I don't typically fill in my brows all the way, even though I do like my brow game to be on fleek like I do. I typically go in with the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is a sample size just because I don't open full-size products if I have the travel size open. That's just, I don't know, just kind of how I do it. But what I do is I go in and I fill in this sparse area of my brows. And what I like about this, it's like a 2-in-1. So it's going to distribute color in those areas, but it's also going to hold my brows in place. My brows, if you notice, like I do have hair kind of everywhere. I'm trying to grow them out. And so I'm really trying to resist from like plucking when they look crazy or trimming or doing anything right now. I'm trying to grow them out and then go and have them done just because I've done a lot of damage and I'm trying to reverse it. It's a very slow process, so if I can give you any advice, it would be do not pluck your eyebrows all the time, because if you're anything like me, you're still paying for it like so many years down the road. I just do something kind of like that, not hardcore, but it's just filling them in. Sometimes I'll go in with a bronzer. This is from The Body Shop, and this is bronzing powder shade in Light Matte 01. They do make other colors, but this is the Target Up and Up brush in if I want to look like I'm not trying very hard, I usually won't do any shadow at all. But what I will typically do is go in with something that has like a fiber one. So I'm not going to do any shadow on the lid at all, but I am going to go in with this L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar, and it's like a two-sided one. Okay, I have to use a mirror. I'm not like that. I can't see my viewfinder well enough. I'm just coating my lashes right now. And it's like white flakes, kind of. Okay, then you take the other side, and they're labeled for your convenience. And it's kind of like a curved one. Okay, and that's it for the eyes. I'm not going to put anything on the lower lash line or anywhere else. I'm going to go in with the Colourpop Lippie Pencil in Lumiere. This is the one that Kathleen Lights collaborated with them to make. I'm going to top it with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Creme Brûlée. And if you want a really inexpensive lip gloss, I would check these out. They have tons of colors. There's no glitter in them, but they are so creamy, so pigmented. They're really pretty. They're great alone or on top of lip gloss. But I love them so much. I think I have almost every color, but I really recommend these for your collection. They're awesome. Thank you for getting ready with me. Hopefully these color correcting videos were helpful to help you determine what products are best for your needs. But I love both of them. I think my under eyes look great. I love the creaminess. I love how it applies on top. I love how they feel. So I love these both. I'm going to try the pink one too. If you have any color correcting products that you recommend, please leave it down below. But hopefully you like this natural-ish, quick makeup look, besides me rambling. Sorry. But please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I'll catch you next time.